When you woke up, you saw the ceiling covered with words written in blood. Don't let them know you can see. Who wrote on your ceiling? Then, the next second, your wife came in. Honey, it's time for breakfast. You were about to respond, but you immediately froze. Because, in your memory, this woman was a blank slate. No name for your wife. No memories of your relationship. No special skills, hobbies, or preferred positions. Where did this wife come from? Time passed quickly. 2 seconds went by. Your wife was patient, looking at you with a smiling, gentle gaze. But you felt a chill despite her warmth. Who are you? You asked. Your wife's smile changed, bursting into uncontrollable excitement. With a grin from ear to ear, she said, "Can you see me?" Without giving you a chance to react, she devoured you in one gulp. When you died and woke up again, the bloodstains on the ceiling remained. Never let them know you can see. You broke into a cold sweat. This isn't a dream. This statement is a hint. Then your wife walked in again, still gentle, saying, "Honey, it's time for breakfast." Celebrities pretend not to see, but your wife doesn't follow the usual script. She leans close to your face, and the next second, your eyes meet. She bursts into uncontrollable excitement. "Can you see me?" You're devoured once again. The third time you wake up, you fully understand the meaning of the blood words on the ceiling. They are lessons from countless past lives before rebirth, and you should possess some form of death, resetting ability. This time, you start checking your phone, watching various videos of girls. A voice comes from beside you, honey. "Why are you looking at other women in front of me? Don't you like me? Miss me?" You sigh in relief, thinking it should be fine now. But when you flip to the next video, you're stunned because the girl in the video is your wife. "Can you see me?" she says, and the screen goes black. You die again. In the fourth reincarnation, you decide to close your eyes. During this time, you hear your wife calling you for breakfast. Maybe you didn't respond. The footsteps recede, and it takes 2.5 hours for you to open your eyes. No one is in the room. You breathe a sigh of relief, deciding to ignore the strangeness. But as you sit up, you discover a soft voice behind you. "Darling, you're awake?" You turn around, and your wife is somehow stuck to the bedsheet-like paper. You're terrified. Did she spend the last 2.5 hours under you? Your wife is excited. "Can you see me?" Before you can react, you're devoured again. The third awakening makes it clear. The blood words on the ceiling are lessons from your past lives. You should have a death resetting ability. Now you start using your phone, watching various videos of girls. You become more cautious, not responding to the strange occurrences around you. You note odd things. Seeing people that others can't. Entities trying to blend into human life, whispering in people's ears. You realize that some people's hallucinations and illusions might be real. So never respond. You head straight to the office. But to your surprise, the company has transformed into a mental hospital. Upon closer observation, the hospital and the company exist simultaneously, with the hospital's surreal aspects visible only to you. Walking through the hospital, you find dried blood and decaying flesh. In a special ward, you discover strange things. Like room 104, where a little girl cowers in the corner, her face unseen. In the special ward for 10 days, there are at least 10 entities. you notice room 104, 4514, and 177 are open, and they are empty. It seems something has escaped. You head to the director's office, a voice urging you to go there. In the real world, you bump into a colleague, Cold Wind, who informs you that you've finally shown up for work. However, when you enter the director's room, you find the supervisor engaging in intimate acts with his secretary. Ignoring them, you find a document on the table mentioning a chosen person. Do you want to know the truth behind this event? Do you want to know what the strange entities are? Then go to room 520 in building C of the mental hospital. When you discover the truth, it's time to make a choice. You swear at Xiaofan, your colleague, but you pay no attention, just leaving the room. Suddenly, a strange force materializes the mental hospital in the real world, terrifying everyone except the supervisor, who calmly explains it's a paranormal site, only accessible to rising spiritualists who can save everyone. Cold Wind asks what a spiritualist is, and according to the supervisor, everyone has a night pearl in their minds, and their abilities stem from their deepest desires. The cloth used to wipe away the night pearl's glow is used to battle entities. Suddenly, the supervisor's secretary, Maitana, disappears. People panic, but the supervisor explains the entities have specific rules for killing. By understanding these rules, they can survive. However, more people disappear, following a pattern of minutes related to gender and flesh quantity. A female nurse appears, and you propose to confront her to awaken your abilities. Touching her leg for a minute, you feel a flow of energy and discover your power. The ability to inflict pain on others, making them feel your suffering. You realize your deepest desire is to make the world feel pain. Feeling empowered, you confront the female nurse, leading to her demise and your awakening. After this awakening, you and Cold Wind catch up with others, but they struggle due to a maze created by entities. You assist them, and they criticize you for leaving Xiaofan behind. You explain that leaving a spirit intact prevented the entities from pursuing. Suddenly, Maitana appears, and you touch her leg, activating your ability. This time, you bask in the feeling of inflicting pain on others. However, you realize that your power is fueled by the pain you've experienced, including deaths by your wife and the nurse. Your laughter reflects the newfound joy of causing pain. Now, you're determined to make the world feel your pain. At this moment, a little girl named Wang Xiaoli approaches, asking if you're sick and calling you brother. You realize she's the only one who can see what you can. You endure the discomfort and assure her that you're fine. The girl is confused, thinking you might be crazy. However, you feel more in control now. The story unfolds as you explore the mental hospital, finding a merging of the real and surreal, with entities trying to integrate into human life. You learn about a supernatural threat and the need for spiritualists to combat it. As the plot advances, you face challenges and uncover the mysteries of the paranormal space. The narrative explores your evolving abilities and the consequences of your choices, creating a surreal and suspenseful atmosphere.